Warning.
Watch very closely now. 3, 2, 1. Bzoom! Check that out.
The following podcast features terrible jokes.
You know you can use Hot Wheels cars when you need to make a saving throw in D&D? Every car is die-cast.
Usually about board games.
We want the fun. Gonna have that fun.
Must insist that no one attempt to recreate any joke performed on this podcast.
We had less technical issues than $1 million company.
All right!
This is Boards and Swords.
Hey out there, everybody, and welcome to Boards and Swords. This is a podcast, or at least in the very strictest sense of the word, probably because the audio sounds better than the video, talking about bad jokes, good folks, and some tabletop games. We are guestless tonight, but I'm not here alone. It is me and my partner in crime, Mr. Philip Herbig. How are you doing?
What's going on, everybody? Chris is never alone. You're never alone.
Until you just drop dead, and I don't know if you're actually dead, and or not.
You've got your cats.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I was sitting here getting prepped for the show, and he just kept.
If you die and don't feed them, they will eat you.
Yeah, well, that I already knew. I just went and I heard him Oscar scratching at the side over here, and I'm like, okay, the lap is open, you can go, and he's just he reaches a paw out and then just keeps pulling it back.
Do it. I don't want to. Welcome to our people in the chat, our trusted viewers in the chat who are always putting up with our shenanigans.
All right. What are you doing?
I'm reading the chat. They said my volume was low, and it was like a notch away from the U.
Oh.
Still don't know what all that means, but that's where you told me to keep it. So.
U is Unity, I think.
Okay. Unity is a character in Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
But I also can turn you up on my end. Anyways, yeah, things are chaotic because
It's Sunday.
Yeah, it's Sunday. We didn't have a show because I was crazy and tired and needed the break.
You could have just stopped at crazy.
Yeah. Things are cracked up. Things are all diabolical right now because I switched to Linux after the last episode got so jacked up. And while Linux is great for a lot of things, it's not exactly the best user-friendly unless you really know how to get in there. So I'm trying my best here, all right? I saw that. All right. How about we talk about some news? So, as I read this, vassal is a term for someone who pledges loyalty to a high lord. No relation at all to anything we're going to talk about. Also, Tom Vassal wants indie designers to stop guilt tripping him. I love this picture right here. So, I saw this, and of course, anytime. All right, hold on. First, I have to make a disclaimer. Disclaimer: there was a point in time in which we were on the Dice Tower Network. However, that is not the case anymore. But anytime I see somebody, Punchboard Media, and
Okay, yeah, I must not have been in that meeting. I probably wasn't in that meeting.
Okay, so definitely while they provide a service, there's also room for improvement. Let's just say that. Let's see. Critics are due their moments of solip. Fortunately, we live in the same reality as social media, and thus watch as well-meaning pundits cling to perceived criticism instead of taking it on the chin. That must be the impetus behind a recent video from the Dice Tower titled "I Don't Care About Your Indie Game," where board game reviewer Tom Vassal ostensibly, that's clearly a rage bait title. But I say ostensibly because the video's 12-minute runtime shows Vassal slide from reasonable complaints about creating online content to soapbox fist shaking at anyone who would dare brandish the term indie, which he believes is usually used as a guilt trip or surprise. As best I can tell, the video is a response to a strain of public comment alleging that the Dice Tower ignores smaller games. The first half attempts to find their rubric for the channel's frankly industrious output, art style, interesting themes, who published the games, designer pedigree, and yes, even general popularity. One item sits on Vassal's list of factors the Dice Tower doesn't consider: publisher size. It's clear that the term indie has been struck in Vassal's craw for years. He's been at this for decades now, and the Dice Tower is probably second only to Shut Up and Sit Down in terms of metrics. He spends the rest of the video deflecting the blades of supposed critics who believe small press games deserve coverage on merits of size alone. He argues for a version of fairness, of objectivity, and meritocracy because the tabletop industry is a nation of tiny voices living in the shadow of Hasbro, Mattel, Ravensburger, and Asmodee. In his own words, who's not an indie publisher? So, like they say,
Asmodee is in the shadow of Asmodee.
Yeah.
Because they keep buying everything.
First of all, I was like,
Okay.
that's genius, because you can get a gist for the video without actually contributing to their view count. So basically the way the video could have been is just like, they could have titled it like, there's too many games, and then they could have gone into talking about how they decide what games they're going to cover. And if they had stopped it there, then it kind of goes off on a tangent talking about, like, as they kind of go in here of like, who's not an indie publisher? And it's like, well, yeah, let's define, how do we define indie? Is it anyone that's got, 5 or less employees? Because yeah, that's probably most of the tabletop industry, aside from Asmodee, Ravensburger, Hasbro and Mattel, like they say, and then like maybe Cephalofair Games now, because they've kind of expanded. I mean, like Stonemaier, I'm pretty sure that's still fairly small, like handful of people. A lot of these other companies, okay, Simon maybe at one point. Nowadays it's probably indie because they've laid off everybody else. So yeah, like, first of all, if we're defining indie, like, what to define your indie term, and the half of the matter is, yes, most people are indie publishers.
Yeah.
And secondly, I don't like the arguing for a version of fairness, of the objectivity and meritocracy, when you are. It's the gatekeepers arguing about the gate. Like, you are how most people find out about games. You can't argue about like, I can't revere everything based on meritocracy when, like, you're the ones defining usually, like, what's popular and what's not. Like, you don't like, you have that power, and that's obvious. Honestly, that's why a lot of people criticize the Dice Tower, because they are in a position of power in the industry where what Tom Vassal and his crew say can affect how a game sells. So if you're going off of like what games get popular, like on their own merits, you're the one that kind of defines that rubric. So that's what I say. If you had just left the video on, these are how we go through and do this and that and whatever. But I don't know. It grinds my gears when you're complaining about there being too many games, basically, and complaining about indie being turned around, and complaining about this and that, when, like, you do a profile, or you have shows and segments about Kickstarter games, and you have shows and segments about, like, all these other, like, you do talk about them. They may not be for front and center game reviews, but also your listeners are your customers. Like, if you've got a bunch of people saying, why don't you cover X game? I feel like that should be in the rubric. Like you could say, you can throw up there and be like, we can't review every game because there are too many games. That's entirely a reasonable statement. And then, say down there, if there's a game that you think we should review, email us at feedback@thedicetower.com or whatever. And if they get enough people that say you should review game X, they should review it. Like, I don't know.
It's the change.org thing.
Yeah.
Of like if an idea gets 10,000.
But it's not even that. Like,
Well, but I'm saying like you're like if 50 people say, hey, we got to check out this game, we should put it in the list to check out.
Yes, like that type of thing. But because it's like, I don't think he realizes. Or maybe it's just slipped his brain a bit, or maybe he just has trouble filtering out or he assumes that the few people yelling is the minority. But like, the people that watch your videos are your customers. Like, you are a business. Like, this isn't a hobby anymore. This is a business. The people are your customers. If your customers want something, if you don't provide it to them, they're going to go somewhere else. Isn't indie the opposite of howdy? I like that. If we used more flavorful titles that didn't directly relate to the video, I would put that. Like back in the old days when it was like the Relative Dimensions and OCD show, that would be the show title right there. But we've spent enough time talking about this. Let's move on.
Okay.
I'm like as soon as I came up with this concept, I loved it. But I'm sorry to the Halloween vendor, but Toys R Us reemerging as a holiday store is the real spirit of Christmas. So, in case you don't remember, like Toys R Us got bought out by a big venture capitalism firm who strip mined it and basically ran them into the ground. Which apparently is a big thing that is happening around right now, where companies buy them up, take everything profitable out of them, sell them, and then you're left with decayed husks. But Go, the people that do the pop-up calendar stores in malls and such, they bought up the Toys R Us name and company, and they've been bringing it back, basically. So Go Retailer Group is turbocharging its Toys R Us store growth this holiday season, more than tripling the number of flagship stores and adding even more doors in a holiday store format, the company announced. So 8 new flagship stores. One is open right now in Chicago. Aurora, Illinois is open. Camarillo Premium Outlets in California. Arundel Mills in Hanover, Maryland. And then Jordan Creek in Iowa, Westroads Malls in Omaha, Denver Premium Outlets, Tandra Outlets, Deer Park in New York, Town East Square in Kansas. They join existing ones in the Mall of Americas, American Dream, Harlan Irving Plaza Mall in Illinois. And then there's 20, I'm not reading all of these, 20 other pop-up shops that are 20 seasonal holiday shops. What?
King of Prussia is just a little bit northwest-ish of Philadelphia.
Oh,
Actually,
nice.
I think King of Prussia is considered like Philadelphia metro area.
Yeah. Also, there's Mall of Columbia. I mean, that's actually really fun, weird, considering that like Mall of Columbia
now open.
Mall of Columbia is like right by Arundel Mills. Like it's like maybe 15 minutes away. So that's kind of funny. There's a Toys R Us like across the street from the Toys R Us just about.
Well, it says this is a pop-up shop.
Yeah. So the pop-up stores are they're like I said, that's where I use the spirit of Christmas analogy, where it's like you take over an empty space, and then when the holiday's over, you collapse it down. But I do remember this when they were bringing up Toys R Us as like toy departments in Macy's stores, or like instead of having a toy department, you would just have like, you know how they have like Sephora in JCPenney?
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing where there's just like a Toys R Us in there, and I mean like.
It's like the Starbucks in the Target.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same thing.
Like, we'll just do that.
Spirit of Christmas Past. You know what? I'm all for. This is the kind of nostalgia I'm for. Like, you know, if I can get even if I can get like 1% of that feeling of going into a Toys R Us when you're a kid again, like my life will be infinitely better. You know, and most kids are probably going to be like, "Why is this a thing?" Also, I think the idea of Toys R Us as a pop-up holiday shop is brilliant, because then you don't like that's when you're gonna like, even with all the online shopping that we do these days, there are just some times that I need to get something now, and holidays is usually that now. Like, like crap, I forgot there's a family, or there's a office Christmas party. I need a gift. Let me go to the store. Yeah, it would be even funnier if they did like old 90s and like 80s toys.
Oh yeah, that would be so great. I was just thinking, if they remember the was that Toys R Us or KB Toys that had like the display table of like the little pig and the dog that would like kind of walk and then walk.
Oh yeah, that was always Toys and Co for me.
Toys and Co. Oh,
yeah, which was like a smaller thing. Damn it, I can't. I gotta do things in Twitch chat. I'll figure it out later. So yeah. But I'm all for, like, this was October 29th is when this article was posted. Yeah, that means it's staying open year round.
Yes.
That's what their flagships ones mean. People aren't buying that many toys anymore, setting aside the crap economy. Kids would rather have a phone and video games than plastic people. I would like.
Oh yeah, this is definitely disposable income.
Yeah.
No kid
Yeah.
families.
So
like a bunch of people put out a when The Incredibles 2 came out. I saw a bunch of Facebook posts of like, hey, you keep your actual children at home. This is for us. We waited for this movie. It's not for them kids.
Yeah. What they need is a JCPenney Christmas catalog.
Yes.
Oh God. That's something that
just sit and just read that.
That's one of those things that like nobody will understand. If you like, kids these days would not understand that concept. Like, I'm sure like when I say kids that are like Gen Z would probably maybe understand it, but like you talk to like the people that are legit kids these days, like preteens and below, and then like try and explain to them the idea of a JCPenney Christmas catalog, like they would not, it would not make sense.
I mean, that was Amazon before Amazon.
Yeah.
And just sitting there, flipping straight to the toy section and just looking at all the toys and some of the toys had like, 3 or 4 pictures of like stuff moving around and all that. And like, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was definitely Amazon before Amazon.
All right. Like I'll go for a walk and come back with my lips all cracked. It really is a new chapter in my life.
In your face, Cthulhu.
That's appropriate. So, little behind the scenes, it was really funny because FFG sent out like a poll for PAX Unplugged, like who's going to be around and like who wants to interview. And I'm like, well, they haven't really announced anything I care too much about. So I could probably I submitted the thing saying like, or just like I was interested in like a meetup, like one of the creator meetups, but that was it. And then literally like after I hit send, within 12 hours, they dropped Arkham Horror, the card game, a new core set announced. And it was like, you jerks!
And then we'll hit him with
it. So, Arkham Horror, the card game, Chapter 2. It's been months since the calamity. The people of Arkham, Massachusetts slowly worked to put their lives back together in the aftermath of Cthulhu's rampage. Rivertown is still underwater. Right, Rusted Beetle, this is why I procrastinate. That is not why you procrastinate. There's other reasons. The once prominent leaders have fallen from grace. Much of the city remains in a state of ruin. Despite the upheaval, life goes on. And when a new wave of disappearances casts its shadow over the broken town, it's up to a handful of determined investigators to solve the mystery before it's too late. The world has changed. The page has been turned. And now a new chapter awaits. Maybe? No, I think well, I mean, depends on what thing you're talking about. Because a lot of places it's Chicago but
It's obviously New York.
well, no, sorry, Arkham is different than that. Not that Arkham Asylum.
No, it's in, but it's outside.
I know, but those are two different things. Arkham Asylum's named after like a guy.
Well, most things are named after guys.
Fair.
Some
So
things are named after women.
yeah,
We're trying.
I
We're
feel
getting there.
I've put this in here because I thought this was really cool because when you hear Arkham the Horror the Card Game Chapter 2, you think, crap, they're making a new edition of the Arkham Horror the Card Game. But it's not. Literally, they're not changing the mechanics at all. What they are doing is coming out with a new core set that just advances the narrative in the game, but brings you a new entry point if you've ever been curious about Arkham Horror and like all the back history stuff seems too complicated. You can get just this box and then everything from here and pick up the game and
We'll
just
move forward.
and move
pick up.
forward. So I thought it was like we're in the age where like anytime anyone has a breath, we're putting out second, third, fourth, fifth editions of things. And just having the idea is like, no, we can keep we don't have to change the mechanics, but we can like evolve the story and still give people new content that they want. Like for instance, yeah, it's a new jumping in point that gives something for both fan types, because you say this is the new core set, like they say in here, like all the sets from, because the way it works is the Arkham Horror card game core set will usually have like core decks of cards that the other boxes and campaigns will reference, like you need this specific set of cards to add in here. So you always have to have the core set to be able to play all those other RPG or all those other campaigns. With the new Chapter 2, they're saying like all the future campaigns are going to require these sets. So like new people can jump in, buy it, and keep going from here. Old fans have to buy the box also because they need the new cards. And also it's new investigators, so you're not just reprinting everybody else. And it's really cool because some of the new investigators are either changed versions of older investigators that maybe like their personal storylines adapted, or they're like related to, like there was an investigator.
One of them's like a sister of an investigator.
Yeah. One of the investigators is like Jenny Barnes, and her bad card was like her obligation card was called Searching for Izzy, and apparently in her storyline in the books and stuff, like she ends up making a deal with an old one and gets like sucked away out of time and space kind of thing. Well, this core set introduces Isabella Barnes, the sister she was searching for. So I have tons of Arkham I need to play also, but like I don't know, like this actually got me like super excited for playing Arkham Horror again and digging that out, because it has been quite a minute. Which, when I actually get a table again, I can do that. But yeah, that was like a 2 box set versus like a second edition. So, speaking of second editions, cue the Phillips squee in 3, 2, 1. Because Steve Jackson Games announces Munchkin Second Edition. So, new look, new art, faster gameplay, shiny coins is what they promise on the backer kick page.
Good thing I didn't buy that box.
I
saw it. I was looking at it, and I was like, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Munchkin debuted in 2001 and has become a staple at game nights around the world. As the game approaches its 25th anniversary in 2026, Steve Jackson Games is releasing a new edition. Fans of the mega hit game of killing monsters, stealing treasure, and stabbing buddies can make a pledge to secure their copy when Munchkin Second Edition comes to backer kit in early 2026. John Kovalik. Setup and gameplay are now faster than ever, and a new element is added, gold pieces, which will allow players to micro-bribe their friends and make change when selling items.
Ooh, make change.
Yeah.
Yes, because that was certain somewhere in that stack of cards there are there are cards that are worth 1,100 gold.
Yeah.
So it's like you were automatically just going to lose out on that 100.
Yep.
No matter what.
Oh, see, here you go. You could have still bought that box. The rules include guidelines. Box will be available
Hey.
because that would change. But like, there's a lot of cards out there, and they didn't have to make it compatible. Like, they could have just said, like, all that other stuff, if you want to keep playing Munchkin, you just keep playing it. 150 card expansions for second edition, making it the year of the Munchkin. New edition of the Munchkin book. Role-playing game using 9th level games. Polymorph system, a Munchkin card shuffler. The crowdfunding game will include exciting stretch goals, like a free STL file to print a dice tower, a Munchkin dice tower. Updated version of the Munchkin level counter app. Let's see. They don't say much on here, at least, about the like how the gameplay is going to work. But I do like that it says faster gameplay. I just would be like, we just need to fix the everyone ends up winning the game because everybody spends
guaranteed.
Yeah, everybody spends their cards on the first person. So, I'd try it. How you feeling? What do you think? What do you think of?
I followed it on BackerKit. I'm going to back on day one.
Isn't it crazy when we're talking about
18 hours, 25 minutes, and 2 seconds?
Oh, 15 days? It's already got the timer up?
50.
Oh, 50. Okay, so they are going early 2026.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
and 18 hours. Oh, so
at least they did wait like 25 years.
Story there, buddy.
But yeah, I'd try it. Also, this reminds me, I found out that when they made the D&D. Did you see those links in the chat, or not in this chat, but in our Discord a couple weeks ago when we were talking about that they made like Munchkin RPG books, like official 3.5 books back while
gonna be in tabletop news.
Couldn't get it to work.
It happens.
But like I think it's in the the RPG category.
Oh, yep, there it is. Munchkin RPG D20 role-playing game.
Yeah.
I was tagged, so I had to have seen it because I check all my tags. Even though I did turn that thing off to where I get this stuff comes automatically. I no longer muted this channel. Munchkin D20 system. Oh,
Just saw somewhere they're releasing some Forgotten Realms books or something. Those are already out. I've seen those at the store. There's 2 new Forgotten Realms D&D books. Pro's doing, trying to like make D&D profitable. I think they've been giving out less review copies because I have not gotten any. I haven't even gotten notice that they've gotten new ones. So I just see them in the store and I'm like, huh, that's the thing.
All right, Monday, January 5th at noon.
Dun 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 dun. All right. One line. How I have to put this in the news. Like there's no. So in bewildering board game news, Catan now sponsors the Minnesota Timberwolves basketball team, which I'm pretty sure Minnesota Timberwolves, that's NBA, right?
Yes.
Yeah, currently placed under 6 in the NBA's Western Conference. So remember, Minnesota is also where the headquarters for Asmodee and FFG and all that is. So that kind of that part at least tracks. Successful modern board game is now a partner of the Minnesota Timberwolves basketball team. Also, modern board game might be a little stretching, like modern. Operation features interactive participation and select Timberwolves outreach programs. So presumably it means bringing board games along for the ride when players visit Minneapolis schools. Like, this is great. I love this. This is awesome. This is how you get more people.
Yeah, Beetle says that's the first thing we think about when we hear basketball. Rural development and thievery.
I mean, yeah. But like having like stuff in the concourse for people to like check out and play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, going to schools and showing off stuff. Let's see. Yeah, the Catan Company is introducing its eponymous game to an audience it hasn't reached before. Catan has the form of one of the best board games ever for introducing people to the hobby. It kicked off the modern renaissance in American board game design by serving as an ambassador for Euro board games when it came across the Atlantic in 1996. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there we go. I was
But
gonna say, like, Munchkin's the gateway drug to board gaming. Catan bullshit is.
yeah. But I mean, this is how you, again, this is what it's going to take to get other normal people. Is like you have to go where they are. You can't just, sit on your laurels.
They said it in the frickin' Little Mermaid, okay? You got to go where the people are.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? People like sports.
Sports. They'll be good at them. Oh, that's the perfect. Are we going to see a?
I don't know. I feel like it's probably at least like somebody at Asmodee is like there's a meeting where they're like, can you like get on that? They did Catan Soccer. They did like a little rule set for soccer, so it's not out of the woodwork. It was like a little you could buy. I think they sold it at a the World Cup years, and my microphone is like pressing badly on my head, so sorry for the noise.
Oh, cool. They had soccer. I was drunk.
That's how I knew about it. Is we talked about it on the show. But all right. Yeah. So that's the news. So Philip, we've got two things we can do here. We could do one or both. There's the big huge 40K reveals that were coming out because yeah. And then there's also talking about the packs and plugs coming up this week as we're recording this. So I have a feeling we're going to hit both, but I have to talk about the Warhammer reveals because, Games Workshop's been very hit or miss on their reveals recently, and I feel like the key for them, the easiest way for a reveal to easily be like outstanding is for me to decide not to like live stream it. Because it seems like the ones I live stream are the ones that suck. But I got so excited because first of all, like freaking Titus is back, baby. I don't know if you could see the picture on here, but like my boy's a captain.
He's a captain.
He's a captain again. So in the original Space Marine, he was a captain. Man. Well, yeah, because he was a captain in the first Space Marines game, and then he got dishonored and betrayed, sent to the Death Watch forever. And then by the time he came back, there was already a captain, so he became a lieutenant. And then now you find out that the captain in Space Marine 2 that you talked to a lot was Acheron. He ends up dying, and now Gilliman is making Titus the captain of the second company of Ultramarines, and the Warden of Ultramar is what they're calling it. So because they're starting this whole big thing where it's 500 Worlds Titus is a let's see, 500 Worlds Titus is like a big thing where it campaign series, but like they showed off this new kit where you get let's see, they don't have the actual Titus model on here, but a bunch of his like honor guard. There's the guy from the secret level animation. That's the one that like recruited Titus, or they show him like in like the fear. And then there's the other guy that was in Space Marine 2 that was like more of the younger Space Marine that was kind of questioning Titus at first. And
was he the Codex doesn't support this, but I'm excited to see where it goes.
I think so. I'm pretty sure it was that. Okay. He's that guy. So yeah, there's going to be a mini for him now.
Okay, is the banner a weapon? I have to ask.
No. But they're all very... I mean, you got to remember Space Marines are built on... are basically Roman legions. So, like, they're all about their banners.
I mean, I feel like it could be, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's usually a buff. The people that hold the banners usually give some sort of extra ability. So, what happened to middle management, Bobby? I was trying to see, some of the pictures aren't loading. But yeah, like, so they do 500 worlds. Actually, did they talk about the actual campaign later on? I don't think they do.
Oh.
So,
Horus Heresy.
yeah. No, we're getting there, all right? We're getting there.
I'm just saying.
But they also announced with 500 Worlds Titus that is going to be like a box and a campaign book. That's going to have like a book of lore about like what's going on with Titus and the 500 Worlds, and then like basically Gilliman's. And so the layout, Titus and the Ultramarines reclaiming the 500 Worlds of Ultramar, and this is basically they did this with the end of 9th edition, where it's like we need a reason for people to buy our stuff because they know we're rolling into a new edition. Yeah, exactly. Where it was Arcs of Omens last time, but the big thing there is Arcs of Omens would required you to use boarding actions terrain, which was like $150 terrain box.
Ugh.
So, but this, I'm hoping at least it'll be a little bit more open. But I was like, oh yeah, I don't really care about 40K. Literally drop the one thing that are like to two things that I do care about. A, Ultramarines and Titus, and B, campaign story gameplay. And I'm like, you sons of bitches. Now I gotta buy some stuff and remember how to play 40K.
Now it's my problem.
Yeah. And even still, even if it's end of edition stuff, like if it gives me a reason to dust off all of the rest of my Ultramarine stuff, then I mean it's still gonna be money worth buying. Or money worth spending. Here you go. Here's some more Tau stuff for you. They were like the twin lance. These are like they're basically the Tau Empire's kind of like new standout boys and girls. So these are like, what are all these two guys are on all the promotional papers for the Tau, of like showcasing like
Gotcha. Oh, I need an Uncle Sam promotional poster now.
Yeah.
A Tau guy in a top. The Tau Empire needs you.
Announced Necromunda, the Ostium Aranthus.
Ostium Aranthus.
Yeah. Yep. So they also announced another book in the Aranthian Succession, which has been like a series of campaign books they've been doing, but it's been like 2 years since the last book that they did. I thought it was pretty much over because they kind of the Aranthian Succession ends with this guy who's basically like AI, like almost like a proto Necron kind of guy, getting awoken and out of like some tomb or some chapel in Necromunda, and basically them ousting the current governor of Necromunda and her going to Hive Secundus to try and like find some tech to overpower him or whatever. Well, now they're coming out with the 4th book in the series. We don't know if it's going to be the ending, or we don't know if it's going to be like the start of a new trilogy. But going along with it, they announced that they're actually coming out with a model for Aranthus, which is always weird. They put out models for all these figureheads in Necromunda, but it's always weird because like you should not be running across this guy. Like Necromunda is always about the podunk gangs fighting over scraps and property. Like this guy should not be coming across your games at all. See, we've got, let's see, that's Little Heresy stuff. Yeah, no, I really just wanted to talk about the Titus part. Here we go. Let's see. Model.
Oh, that is sweet. The cape.
Yeah.
Is that more considered a cloak?
I guess I would kind of consider it a cloak.
Yeah.
It's got the ropes that like attach the two sides.
Yeah, and it comes fuller up over the shoulders on that. Yeah,
yeah.
That's a cloak. Oh yeah, that's and the I do appreciate how these guys in like full on space worthy sealed armor.
Yeah.
always have loincloths.
Yep. It's more for
At
decoration.
that point, you're just you're just going for the aesthetics. You
Yeah.
bougie diva.
Yeah. So yeah, here's your Codex Astartes.
Yep. There's the face. Yeah.
Yep.
Codex Astartes.
This guy is apparently going to be unleashed during the 500 Worlds book, where it's like he just wants to kill everything.
Is he just nothing but a spine?
That's what it looks
Or is he a
like.
snake.
Yeah, that's what kind of looks. It reminds me of what does that remind me of? Oh, I think there was like a Zoid that was kind of like that, where it was like a snake, like a python kind of thing, where it's like the snake body and then like the chest kind of piece. I think that's the kind of vibe
I'm with you.
I'm
Well,
getting.
give it just a little bit more of a scroll. Oh yeah, there. Maybe a little more. More to the base.
Oh, sorry, I could see. There you go.
Oh yeah, there. Okay. Yeah. The Necron looks fun to transport.
Yeah, I bet.
Here's some more angles. Oh yeah.
Yep. There's like the force I think that he has, because like the big thing is he wants to unleash the Catan shard of the Nightbringer, which Catan shards are basically like fragments of ancient gods. So this is like the new Catan, a new Catan like basically god or piece. But like I love the way that the cloak here. Can I zoom? Nope, I can't zoom in here. The way that the cloak looks like it's being digitized almost, like he's teleporting in.
All the square bits. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Which is great because, like, I mean, the Necrons would be fun to play for you too, because they're also like undead, where when you kill them, there's a chance they come back. Let's see.
Necrons are like it's necromancy. Necrons, right? In the most simple out there of terms.
More technomancy.
Okay.
Like it was. The story of the Necrons is that their home planet was on had like a harsh sun, and so they were all like all of the none of them had really long lifespans, and they were all very sick and announced, and basically these old gods came in and like, we can help, but we need you to help us fight these other gods. And they're like, cool, we'll do whatever. And so they gave them the technology to basically convert their bodies into.
Okay, so it is a I die, and then you like shove my carcass in power armor, and I'm now a Necron.
Yes, but all of this happened like
so long
ago. A million years ago.
Okay.
Like their entire race converted in, like digitized themselves basically, and then as soon as they found out that that their soul basically was like consumed in the process by the old gods giving them power, and so they kind of became enslaved, and they hate it, and they want to try and regain their flesh forms. Is kind of the thing, but then when
well, I'm a ginger. I don't have a soul to begin with. I'm perfect for this.
Yeah. But they basically. They fought in the wars to help them, then like betrayed I might be getting this way mixed up, but then they like ended or turned on the old gods that helped them, and everything was kind of like too chaotic. So they're like, you know what? We're just gonna go sleep forever, and then when we wake up, everybody will be dead. And when they woke up, it was the 41st millennium, and they're like, what the hell are all these like humans doing around on our planets?
Why are y'all not dead?
Yeah. So they have like super advanced technology. Like they have faster light travel that isn't the warp.
Ooh.
And like they can teleport down. Like they can use like all the advanced stuff that the Imperium needs to use the warp for. Like teleporting is like literally ripping a hole into the warp, stepping through, and then ripping a hole on the other side. Whereas they can actually like digitize and like they have Star Trek style teleporters.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but let's see, 500 Worlds. This is the book series for the campaign, where you've got like the Titus book, which is all about like the lore piece, Dread Incursions, and I think War on the Vesper Front. These are like the campaign books, I believe. And then the Titus Detachments book is all of like the special forces that you use and the special abilities that you get inside of playing in this campaign.
I love it. Just a book with him on the cover. Titus.
Yep. Oh, okay. Dread Incursions are like boarding action supplements with new missions and maps. And then the War on the Vespeter Front is the actual campaign guide stuff. Yeah. So. Yeah, no, the Necron stuff is pretty cool. There's one on the back there. There's one that they have these like, think crescent moon shaped ships, and they have these square engines, but the engines look like Ethernet ports. At least to me. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can put it up and bring it up. And bring up stuff here. Do. Xenos armies, Necrons.
A Cairn class tomb ship.
Might be that. That sounds familiar.
That looks like a crescent moon with a big square sticking out of its ass.
Yeah. Night Scythe, I think, might be it.
Scythe class harvest ship. No, that's got a.
No, I don't think this is it.
Oh, category Necron spacecraft.
Huh, they won't show the back.
Night Scythe.
Do. Oh, here you go. You want to talk about like your knight models?
Is that a fighter?
Yeah, it's like a little fighter.
Oh.
But here you go. Here's your like. Let me get actually back to the computer screen. Here's your like knight model version, like the Borg, basically.
Jeez.
Yeah, that thing is like basketball sized. Let's not talk about how much it is.
Oh, I mean, it's only 200.
I know, that's fair. Hold on, let's see. Show more. Just trying to find. There you go. You want a little spy? This guy looks like it walked straight out of Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's 400.
That is.
Yeah, I wonder what that is as far as size wise. That's probably closer to like an actual knight that's like useful.
Is that also Necron?
Yeah, that's Necron.
Okay. Well, it's just the color scheme was different.
Well, they have different color schemes to.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna say, so it's like the replicators. It's whatever material they made themselves out of.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. This is shows you that here's the Necron with its translocation shroud, where you could see him in like digitizing.
The painting on that is just amazing.
I know, right? All right, it must be the scythe because that's the only thing I'm seeing like that. All right. Oh man, there's
so you're looking at I went to the Warhammer40k.fandom.com.
The wiki.
Yeah.
I went to the actual website. So yeah, Catan Shard of the Void Dragon. That's an interesting one there because it turns out that like the Omnissiah that they're always praying to in the Imperium is actually a Catan Shard. There's some theories on there for that, but all right.
Is that heresy?
If the Inquisition ever found out, yes, that would be serious heresy.
The entire Imperium prays to a thing that it never.
Well, no, it's not really the Imperium. It's the like Adeptus Mechanicus. They pray to the Omnissiah, and the only reason that they get tolerated is because it's assumed that they mean the Emperor, because a lot of the Mechanicum assumes it's the Emperor, but like some of the lore, if you go to find out that actually the actual Omnissiah that they reference is like the Emperor like shackled a Catan shard into Mars, and that's why they became so technologically advanced, because that kind of influence. But I mean, you know what? You know where Games Workshop's going to be this weekend?
I didn't want to yell.
That was funny because it bleeped out, so all we heard was Axe Unplot. So I just figured we could talk about just a little bit of we'll just kind of quickly scroll through. We won't spend too much time on this, but just kind of looking through the list of stuff that people are the stuff that's coming out. Games is doing, let's see, what do they have on here? I put the wrong, actually no, what I want is they got there's the expo hall, and then there's the actual goods is what I want to see. Because you can see like actual games that are going to be there and like promos and stuff. Yeah, this is what. So yeah, so 3 chapters promo card. There's a cookie baking game called Get Baked.
Hey.
Above and Below Haunted. I still need to try Above and Below. People say I would like it because it's like a very story-driven game, which is like a 4X style game by the people that made Root.
Okay.
Let's see, a bunch of tree fancy stuff that I'm sure Colin and Cindy would have enjoyed. Our Brilliant Ruin, I've seen that reference somewhere. I think they've sent me a bunch of emails to come talk with them. Let's see, Chew, the boards and tabletop goods.
Gotcha. There we go. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, Chronicles of Crime. Oh, this is, I don't know why they've got that there. That's not new. Codename. Yeah, so they're showing everything. Okay. Here you go. Con exclusive Heroes of Arcadia Hangover bundle. So do you have all this stuff?
Okay.
Do you have all this stuff, Philip?
Well, let me look at the hangover. I more than likely have all this stuff because I went whole fucking hog, dude.
Let's see what else we got here.
Why can I not open? I'm clicking on it, but I can't open it.
It's because I have it open. So they're like only one person can look at it at a time.
One at a time.
Let's see. Just seeing a bunch of board games. Granted, that is the thing, is it's a mostly board game kind of driven. Ultimate Hangover bundle. What does this one have?
Oh, then that's where I was.
Okay.
Heroes of Arcadia Ultimate Hangover bundle. I have to scroll up a little bit. Why is this not alphabetical?
So you got some Christmas games in here, looks like. Kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. Let's see. Kobolds Ate My Baby. On here. Let's see. Remember Malediction? We talked to Loot Studio. We had Loot Studios on earlier this year, where it was the board game with the minis that you got the STL files and print them yourself, but they sold you the cards. So it looks like they actually have some product out because they're going to be having it at PAX Unplugged. So you can get 2 faction boxes for $100. Get you 2 ready-to-play decks with 80 cards each. Redeemable codes for 34 STL files, and then flat terrain packs, plastic ruler, and 2 dials. Or you can. Oh, is there a con exclusive things?
Yeah, there was the con exclusive. For those who already own.
Oh, you're talking about just
stuff.
You're talking about just
Heroes
for
of
the Heroes of Arcadia. This game's cool. I should probably get you to play. We should probably try this when we're just hanging around playing games. Micro Macro. It's kind of like a gamified version of Where's Waldo.
Okay.
Where it's like it's a giant map that's just filled with stuff on it, and the cards will give you like you got to track down this guy, and they'll give you clues, and so you have to look on the map to find the clues and kind of like trace his path and like, oh, there's the guy. So it was really. I played it at one of the PAX Unplugged. I think it was like 2021. I went to. It was really cool. You want an owl bear plush? let's see, Panda Royale. Of course, you got the PAX exclusive enamel pins. Because I'm working on a limited budget this year, I think I'm gonna actually skip buying any pins at PAX. I think what I'm gonna do is try and find some of the extra like merch pins and stuff I've gotten in the past, and try and bring some of those and do like the pin trading where I can get this year's. Because I always want to get like the each year's PAX pin.
Yes.
And so, like, I think I'm just going to take some and trade for them because I have plenty of extra or just other generic pins that I could use for that and not have to buy the, like, $25, $30 pin boxes. Sage Stones is going to be there.
Nice.
Yep.
We'll have to go chat with them.
See what else we got on here. Sonic Roll, Spy Family. Thunder Road Vendetta RPG.
Oh, sweet. I still have to put that on a table.
I mean, we could put it on a table at PAX
We could.
because I'm sure they'll probably have one in the library. That's actually really like my Suro game is probably the most used and worn out game in my library. If anything deserves to get rebought, it's this. I've also probably not played any other game in my collection more than Suro. Maybe King of Tokyo.
Oh man, I gotta pay attention to my backer kit stuff. So that Heroes of Arcadia stuff,
Yeah.
there were STLs.
That.
Yeah, there were STLs to download.
Nice. Let's see. So that doesn't list all, like, that lists things for sale, but there's like, we managed to get our friend Jason to go because the
On Sunday,
Hmm?
or at 5:30 on Saturday, there's going to be a Q&A with them in the Mothman Ballroom.
Nice. That's the big ballroom, I think.
That's the big one upstairs.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere where these guys live in Maryland. We should try and get them on the show.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Cool Stuff Inc.'s going to be there.
Hey, cool.
Exactly. Let's see. Okay, like they specifically call out One Piece card game on here. I'm like, is Gundam going to be there? Like, can we get some like promo cards?
That would be so great.
Well, I'll find out. I'm going to be working there with Game Toppers, so I'll be able to get in. Mainly because I'm working
Earlier.
Friday morning, so that I'll need to be in so I can like cruise the floor. And Aegis Combining Robots is going to be in there.
Sweet.
Yeah, the order's really weird. Like it goes like there's like I guess maybe it's promotion stuff, and then it kind of goes in alphabetical order, and then yeah.
Okay. Oh well, so just do a Control F for Gundam, and I can do that
Nope.
too. I can do that.
I
Where did you find? Wait, hang on. Go back to View All. Where did you find this listing?
this is just if you click Expo Hall.
Ah, just Expo Hall. Gotcha.
Yep.
The
Chip
Expo.
Theory Games is going to be there. That's who did the Elder Scrolls game.
Okay.
That I might want to get you to try. Probably not play a whole lot of since it's it can be kind of a long game, but definitely might get you to show you off the game and show you how it goes. Like I don't and you can look on my, or anyone watching, you can look at my review on the website. I have no interest in the Elder Scrolls franchise, but this game is good. Like I freaking love this game. The Chip Theory Games version of it. Cookie Brigade, of course. So yeah, there's a lot more here. I'm not going to take the time and energy to necessarily go through all of them. But yeah, what are you excited for anything particular?
I mean, I'm gonna do some wandering. Try to actually, so like the Legends of Avantras thing, I'll try to go to that with Jason if he's cool with going to it. What else did I see on Sunday?
There
Or
was
Saturday,
there was
Saturday,
the
after-
date or do battle or whatever.
Yeah, date or do battle, like that looks interesting.
Yeah. I didn't see anything for the faster purple worm kill, but I'm hoping maybe something will pop up for that. That would be kind of fun. I think, especially I don't. The past couple times I've been to PAX Unplugged, I've always like ran out of stuff to do and ended up going back to the hotel room early. I kind of don't want to do that this year, and I'd like to, maybe we go to a couple of panels as far as like actual plays. Because like there's always like a ton of actual plays. I'm wondering if I should just like try and jump into a couple of them and like maybe I find something new a new show or something.
Exactly. Diana said she's doing a couple panels this year.
Okay.
I'll have to look. She posted it somewhere. I'll have to look at what they are. But yeah, I have to find her on the floor, just randomly wandering around. Because then she'll give you a pin.
Oh, nice.
Like she had pins made up.
Nice.
That she gives out if you randomly find her. Like if you find her after a panel where she stands around and talks, she's not going to give you one because she told you she's going to be standing outside the panel talking.
Yep.
Like you gotta track her down.
Is she doing the whole where you have to like trade her a pin for a pin, or is it just like?
She did not say that.
Okay. All right, now I gotta like go through everything and find all the boxes where all my stuff is, and try and find all the extra pins I have too, so I could do some of that trading. I have my scarf is up there.
Historical menu.
My scarf is up
like,
there.
your scarf has a bunch of stuff. If you're
and actually, I think I'm gonna take everything off the scarf, and because I may take the scarf with me, especially depending on what if it's gonna be cold. But I'm getting to the point where the scarf is getting a lot of pins, and I know that that's a thing at PAX where you see the people with scarves that are like full of pins, but that's heavy.
Yes.
And also, I'm always afraid, like my OCD is always afraid that like I'm gonna lose the pin backs, and the pins are gonna fall out or something. The pins in.
Yes.
I need to just get those, and then that way I could have them as like a backdrop in the new studio.
Ooh, I should go to this.
What's that?
It's on Saturday at 4:15 to 5:15.
They always also have speed painting. This is how I slowly increase the number of Space Marines I have. Is every year you just go get a free one.
You come speed paint a free one.
Yeah. So, that's
registration for hands-on participant seat begins at 8 a.m. on the day of the event.
Well, yeah, that's
via the app.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
cool.
like
So
you
I
load
have
up the app and they limit it to the day before or the day of. You can sign up. Yep. Nap. You mean go back to sleep?
Right? 8 a.m. on a day off? That's the middle of the night, man.
Yeah. All right, man. We've managed to get this far without the show shutting down, so we should probably call it while we're good. No bonus bets this time because it was hard enough at least getting this out. So.
Yep. Thank you to our friends here in the chat. You hitting the button?
Yeah. The button has been hit.
Button has been hit. I'm late. All right. Thank you to our friends in chat. This has been Boards and Swords. We want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. If you like what you see, you got to check us out, boardsandswords.com. Chris and I we're reading those emails. We're looking at them.
Yeah.
There's stuff's coming in all the time. We are taking your advice. And,
it
it out the window.
It may take forever before we get to it, but eventually we get to it.
That's right.
We try.
I haven't forgotten. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Yep. So I reactivated our Facebook and Instagram because just we need to help promote the show. But I figured it out, Philip. I figured it out. I found a way because I hated how like I had a different username for each one, and like Instagram I couldn't get Boards and Swords, and so I was doing like Boards and Swords Chris or the other things. I finally figured it out. Guess what? Our don't look at the show notes, but our Facebook and Instagram, you can find us at Boards and or Swords.
Boards and or Swords.
Boards and or Swords. So boardsandswords.com, links to everything else like our Patreon. Obviously, I need to update the Facebook and Instagram links there. Check it out. Help us support the show, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with another show. We will have a guest, and actually 2 weeks. It's going to be a week because it'll be after PAX Unplugged. We have Chris Spivey from Darker Q Studios. So the guy that wrote Harlem Unbound, which is a phenomenal book, even outside of gaming, is a phenomenal book. And so he's going to be here on the show. So hopefully everything ends up working better by then. But I'm excited to talk to him. I'm excited to go to PAX. Things are looking up. In the meantime, remember that every gamer has a story, and we were kind of It's over. All right. It actually, like, for a while there, started being pretty consistent with the thing, because like the dropped frames percentage kept going down, because like it was being pretty consistent. Like it's still like hitting, you know.
Yeah.
It's still dropping every now and then, but it looked like it was keeping somewhat consistent. But I think definitely I would like to get it. Basically, I think until I get a better computer, which I don't know when that'll be, depends on how big the tax return is. I would like to get your computer running with everything. I have the OBS files, like for the scenes, are all in the OneDrive Boards and Swords folder. I just need to give you all the assets, like all the images, because like they're referenced in there, but obviously you don't have them, so it'll just pop up like error.
Error.
So
okay, so I will have to pick up those. I was looking at the Heroes of Barcadia stuff. See, why did it do that? There are 2 packs that I don't have because they came out after the Kickstarter. It's the mini expansions from Gen Con, Halloween, and Christmas. 14 players. We need a group.
What?
We should gather some people and play just the original Heroes of Barcadia.
I mean, you want to bring?
Yeah, we do. And that's one of the.
I know, but like,
before, but like they specifically say on the box, they're like letting people know they don't have to get plastered when they're playing a game. I love that.
Right. And I've definitely done that before, but also, like, it would probably be more fun if you did drink.
Hell yeah, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
I bought it for vacation.
Yeah. Here you go, Philip. We can give you a taste of let me actually select the thing. We can give you a taste of Necrons if you want it.
Oh gee, is that all the terrain?
This is Kill Team, the small version game that I've been playing.
Oh, okay.
So this is the latest set. It's called Tomb World, and it comes with this terrain. But it also comes with let's see. Those are all the things. Is this only the, is this, okay, that's the kill zone. That's why I need Tomb World. I was trying to find the box. Damn it. Where's the damn
rules? I don't really care.
Where's the damn box?
I would like to buy the damn burger.
Damn burger.
I would like to buy the damn burger.
Here we go. It's the Japanese listing, but at least it'll pull up. You want to see what 40K looks like in Japanese?
Oh, wow.
But what I wanted to show was, because it says, do they not have the?
I'm sorry, did that say $200?
Yeah, it's like $250, but that's because it's so you get that terrain box, that's like 150, but you also get like, you get the Death Watch, which those are the ones that are like they specialize in killing aliens.
Well, yeah, that's what Titus was part of at the beginning.
At the beginning, yep, exactly.
And and they do.
What?
They do. They've all got their right shoulder is where they came from.
Yep.
See, that's cool.
Yeah, so the right shoulder is where they came from. The left one is like they have the silver arm and the silver pauldron. Come on.
It's all the same guy. Is that a dog? Is that a dog at the top?
Over
Oh, no,
here?
there's more scarabs.
Yeah, there's more scarab. So these aren't the actual Necron forces. It's the kill team or the Tomb World boxes like this. They usually come with like NPC characters to run like if you want to run like a little narrative scenario. So, but let's see if I can actually get. Here we go. This is the Necron kill team.
Oh, there we go. Those are the forces. Ah, okay, I see. That guy have a head?
Which one? This one?
So starting at the one that's highest,
Uh-huh.
and then the one directly below him.
This one or this one?
Yeah, that one directly. Yeah. Oh, that's his head coming out of the.
Yeah,
thing.
it's down here.
And then he's got one arm and a tail, and a second tail, and he's got.
I mean,
one
these
arm.
are kind of arms, I think. Maybe.
Okay. Oh, those are probably more like just stabby.
Yeah. And then there's just gun.
Oh, and is that a warp portal generator? No.
Where?
The big green bulb in the middle of the two big ones.
Oh, I think that's like a core.
An engine or some kind. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah, this is what it comes like. Yeah, so I was trying to see also because the circle. Okay, yeah. Or no, this is a different one. Huh. Okay. Here you go. You got. Did you ever see the Invincible show?
I am aware of the show.
This reminds me of there's a character on there that's called like the Ultiman or something like that, where it's like this random dude gets paid to make these like super powered techno zombie guys.
Okay.
And that's what just these guys remind me of. But yeah, you can have like big gun. And dude riding dude surfing on a giant scarab.
Oh, that's crazy.
So, all right, man, I'm gonna shut the stream down. Thanks,
Yep,
everybody.
Yep.